Okay. So I'm gonna give people a second to get here. I don't really know what I'm gonna talk about. I've been sick all week, not doing anything. Yeah. So I figured the thing is, last weekend when I did this, uh, last weekend when I did this, I got the shingles. Last weekend when I did this, I had a lot of fun response. I think what I understand. Who did I talk to about this? My friend Jackie. She made the point that people do these live streams as a way of just hanging out together. So I'm like, all right. And it's Saturday night. That's when all us losers are at home, and by losers I mean those of us with disease. Um, so I'm like, you know what? Why not do this as long as I'm trapped at home and can't leave? And well, I can leave, but there's nothing really I can do. I can hang out with people. So my head's not actually around at all. We got this, the what do you call it, the super chats if you guys want to fire off questions on me. Anyway, so my dad, this is actually kind of funny. My dad was the fat kid in school, like not even close, like twice the size of the other kids. My mom is still like 110 pounds, very thin. So what happens is when I gain any weight, my head becomes a cube, and like I get my dad's fat face. As soon as I lose the weight, or not as soon, when I get to a point, it becomes a triangle and makes her face. So basically, I'm like some kind of Gumby character who fights our hero Gumby and his horse Pokey. Mm. Oof. So yeah, Tom who? Oh gosh, Tom's here. Oh god. How do I delete someone's comment? Yeah, so the shingles are receding. I've been sleeping a lot. Uh, it's not a fun thing to have the shingles. It feels it's just gross. You just cover. Oh my US. What? So Tom Woods. Go to look at Tom's Twitter, because Tom Woods, your daily dose of libertarian education. Tom has been having a rap battle with Talib, whatever his name is, Quelly. What percent of your podcast audience is outside the U.S.? Not only do I have no idea, I don't know how big my audience is. The only numbers I see are my YouTube numbers, which are pretty sizable, and I'm very flattered as the numbers go up. Go to look at Tom's page. It's hilarious. He's being engaged in this Internet Bill of Rights problems. This is, yeah, and any Bill of Rights is always regulation. So the Bill of Rights, which is by all accounts the best part of the Constitution, even though it's an amendment, a series of amendments to it, which shows that the Constitution wasn't that hot to begin with, wasn't that great to begin with, are restrictions on government action. An Internet Bill of Rights are restrictions on a private business operating the way they want it. So if you have an Internet Bill of Rights that says freedom of religion, for example, however they word it, that means the guy has to bake the cake. No, he's not going to have to bake the cake. And nor do you have to host anyone you don't want to. I went over this on Nightshade at length on Thursday. So Tom has been going back and forth with Talib Kweli and Eric July. It's been really, really funny and really, really surreal to watch. I had no idea who he was. This Talib guy. I still don't really know who he is. He has 1 million followers, but like zero engagement, like literally zero. I'm very surprised. There was someone who came in, and one of the funnier moments came in and white knighted for him, and I just replied, "He's not gonna fuck you, dude." And he's like, "Well, are you drunk?" That's an inappropriate comment. Well, I shouldn't import tone to him. He goes, "Are you drunk?" That's an inappropriate comment. And I go, "Let me correct that. He's not gonna fuck you, sir." And it's like, dude, inappropriate. This is Twitter. Relax. And then very quickly he devolved into "fuck you and your hair" and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I just got to cut that day. And I love my hair. He has a pic with Farrakhan with a whopping 17 likes. Is that a mignon? I think that's a mignon. So yeah. So yeah, I don't really have anything. Tom, what should I talk to? What should I talk to? The dopes about. Do you have any opinions on what I should talk about? Bacon and eggs. I'm a big scrambled eggs kind of guy. I don't use clippers at all. My guy does it. I'm almost certain to leave his. Yeah, you're on that list, Rick Bobbins. I'm not in a Tom Woods TV. Oh, let me get a screen cap of this. Hold on. I'm not an idea man. Well, this is getting tweeted out right now. Chuckles maliciously. Let me put that up. And just reply. Tom Woods is here. He's in the chat. That'll hold those SOBs. You're watching me do Twitter in real time. How enthralling. All right, so that's there. I found Michael Malice from Tom's podcast. Thanks, Tom. Tom, you owe him an apology. Oh, I'll tell the story of how me and Tom became friends, which is a pretty good story. I'm off center. Should I go this way? Tom, I hadn't heard of Tom, which is an attack on me, not on him. And all my buddies on this troll board I was on were like, oh my God, Tom Woods, oh my God, Tom Woods. And one of them, this girl named Jessie, recommended that to Tom that I should be on his show. And he hadn't heard of me either, which makes more sense because he's 10 times as known as I am. And I'm like, you know, if you guys are all so impressed with this dude, I'm going to become friends with him just to spite you. And that's exactly how it happened. A bromance ensued. Michael needs a beard too. It's growing out a little. I haven't shaved. I don't know how many females follow me on Twitter. I mean, does Twitter give you stats? Is there some way to look it up? Because I don't know how you identify your gender on Twitter. I'm not eating any soy. What else? What? I had some story lined up and I forgot what it is. So this is. That's right. Yeah. Tom was asking if my name is pronounced like the word malice. Yeah. So. Get shekels, fuck yentas. That's fun. It's funny what I think Twitter censors. Not Twitter. Excuse me. YouTube censors certain comments automatically. I don't have any thoughts on Frank Zappa. Actually, that happened before when I was doing Concierge Confidential. The editor, I think, asked the concierge, Michael Fazio, how do you know Michael Malice? And he's like, oh, we met in Milan. So, yeah. I would definitely be on Jesse Lee Peterson's show again. That was really fun. I'm going to try to go on next time I'm in LA in person. I am a huge dog guy. I'm not eating gummy bears at the moment, just 4 gummy cherries because I was losing weight too fast. Are you libertarian or anarchist? 100% anarchist. No question. I do not like that term libertarian, although it might be technically accurate. I don't like it. I don't ascribe to it. Oh, is Jesse female Malice here for the record? Malice rules. Well, that's factual. Show us. So Tuesday I'm having John Stossel on my show. It just got confirmed again. I've been having ICs with him all day, imaginary conversations. I'm so torn between whether I should interview him with a fake mustache on. He's so good. He's such a good sport. He's so much goofier than people realize, and that's what I really want to bring out in the interview. How about this? Do you think I should shave the beard? Tom, all the comments I got in that YouTube video of you and Matt, they all said that you should keep the beard. So I like it. I think it's great. So yeah. What else did I want to talk about? Nothing. Nothing. Do you know it sucks being sick? So the symptoms went away. I used to have these shocks of electricity in my mind, in my brain, whatever you want to call it, headache, in my ear and in my back. Those went away. The rash is receding. The pox is receding. Back pain, which is where it started, is fading away. So you said you have a V in the back. I've never seen it. I can show you the V. I just got it cut yesterday. Here you go. Oh, dang it. I feel like Steve... I feel like Steve Brule. That was amazing. Jesse Lee Peterson called Amber Rose a slut. It was awesome. I went to Jesse Lee Peterson's Wikipedia after the interview, and he said that black people should be thankful for slavery because it means they're in America, not in Africa. And he also compared slave ships to being like on a crowded airplane. So anyone who says such bonkers things, I'm a big fan. This special needs man is doing a nice live stream. I think that might have been my most popular Facebook, Instagram pic, other than someone sent me a photo of a girl reading Dear Reader on the subway. Okay, what else did I want to discuss? I'm reading a book on... I have nothing to talk about, so I'll just answer your dopey questions. You're like the Grand Theft Auto character in the barbershop. I'm an NPC? Don't say that. That hurts my feelings. Can this be a Watch Michael Malice tweet and troll stream? I don't know how to show my screen, but I'm going to tell you guys now. Once I figure out how to do that, I'll do that once. I'm going to have a tab open that's set exactly... Yeah, you heard me, Patrick. That's set exactly... Dopey. That's set exactly to the hentai that Kurt Eichenwald was looking at. Because I know, like, someone's going to be like, oh my god! So, like, yeah, I'm ahead of you. Way ahead of you right now. Any similarities between the U.S. and North Korea, if any? I don't like those comparisons as a rule. I am using OBS Studio. I mean, I don't know. I have to sit down and I'm sure it's going to take me literally 3 seconds to figure out. I just don't want to do that in... and I've got to clean up my desktop just in case something bad happens. When you get banned from YouTube, will you go to BitChute? I don't anticipate getting banned from YouTube at all. Which should I read first? The Fountainhead or Atlas Shrugged? This is a no question, the Fountainhead. Oh, do you guys want me to unbox that box from the Fountainhead movie I've got? Let me do that. I'll be back in literally 30 seconds. This is a box of stills from the Fountainhead movie that was used. I got on eBay many years ago. So this is going to be really awesome. I don't have any new jeans because they are... I've got my 30 pairs, and the people behind Naked and Famous are going to be on my show shortly. Eric July and Talib are still going at it? Holy shit. Okay, literally 30 seconds. I'm not going to put pants on. By the way, sitting on top of this box was a little action figure of Cerberus that someone left on the subway. It was calling to me, so I took it. Now, we've got some dust on the top. So this is a box from the Fountainhead movie from 1949. I bought on eBay many years ago. Oof. And now we're going to use the water to wipe it off the top. And now I'm covered in dust. That's fine. Worse things have happened to better. Okay. Usually when I get purchases like this, I keep the receipt inside the box or something, so I keep track of it. Let me see. So... Oh, wow. I forgot how much is in here. Oh, gosh. Okay. So, these are all... You could see... Let me see if you can tell. There's all sorts of little sublayers and subdivisions in here. Okay, so let me pull some out. Yeah, this is what I promised in the live thing. So... Oh, wait, I did keep the receipt. I bought this in 2002. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay. So, the email says this. As an anarchist, how do you feel about the Democrats changing demographics? of this country so minorities will vote in a socialist government. I covered this in my book, but when this country was all WASP, you had Woodrow Wilson and FDR, who are far the left of anyone who's in charge right now. So here's an email that I didn't keep the actual receipt, which is amazing. And let me search if I did keep the actual receipt. Pam. No, okay. I don't remember. So I got this in 2002. Here's an email that the buyer had gotten. Hi, I was your second high bidder on this eBay auction, but unfortunately didn't win. I've been collecting items for the Fountainhead movie for about 15 years and had been asked to contribute images from my collection to an upcoming book about this movie. As you can probably guess, I was really hoping to add this item to my collection. Sorry, sucker. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure you had my personal contact information in case things didn't work out with your high bidder. But they did. I'd also be interested in hearing about how you came about these items. If you ever have the time, please keep me in mind if anything else from this particular movie becomes available. Thank you in advance for your time. Let me tell you another funny eBay story, which is there was this GoBot I was bidding on. Sorry, this magazine I was bidding on about Futurism, which is my favorite art movement, the Italian Futurists. And an art professor, sniped, meaning he bid in the last 3 seconds and outbid me. The seller didn't notice it, sold it to me, and then there were like 10 emails of the professor begging to get in touch with me because he'd been waiting for that article for like 10 years. He couldn't find a copy. And not only did I not reply, because fuck you for sniping me, I never even read the magazine. So how did I not keep the receipt? Okay, so let's look at some of these pictures, okay? I want to keep them in order. So this is Unsuspected Keys, New York. I don't know what that means. So they're connected with like whatever that's called, binders, right? And there's little numbers at the bottom which have been cut into the photos. 1949. So this is the quarry scene from the movie. Oh, and look, and here, if I move through here, I want to stay on mic. Like if I cut in, it says close up of Rourke. You said you like Toronto. When will you visit? Bring Tom in a second, and I'm going to talk to him about that also. Jews did 9/11. That's actually funny. The one person I know from who died 9/11 was named Aaron Horowitz, and his yearbook slogan was "Peace to the Nation of Islam." Not joking. Oh, I've never. Wow. Okay, this is Cameron's office, and that's the building. That's the mayor's office. That's the shot they used. The City Hall, New York. There's so many pictures in here. Open bus for newspaper montage. So there's that. Wow, this is cool. I should kind of catalog this. And it's all handwritten, these little notes. I don't know if I'm showing it well. Okay, here's one that's loose. 45th Street. So that's cool. I am on a cup, but I eat a lot. How do we get women back in the kitchen? How do we get women back in the kitchen? I don't know, put photographs of hunks there? Okay. So let me see what the categories are that are in here. New York, Fountainhead, okay. Then apartment, house, street. When are you coming back to Syracuse? Whenever they hire me. I mean, I'll go to anywhere, college. I really enjoy speaking at universities. Brazil, airport, subway, miniature, and process. Maybe these aren't all Fountainhead. I don't know if these are all Fountainhead now that I think about it. River, Hudson. Huh. I only looked through these once, like 16 years ago. Rural house, San Francisco and Marin County. What? I just found this one photo. And it says, for Lockie and Harpies. Just sending some shekels because you are my favorite commenter because you're the only one that can keep me from seeing black pills anywhere. Life is a wonderful adventure. We are all very blessed. Don't ever forget that. I don't think these are all from the Fountainhead movie now that I look at them. I've been living a lie. Fifth Avenue. So, but they are all like New York-y. Hold your hand higher. Sorry. It's hard to gauge where the camera ends. What's this? Yeah, some of these are, and some of them are different handwriting. Here. Like this says, straight shot, truck backs up to dump pit. So that's kind of cool. Should I call? Oh, you know what else I can show you guys? That's really cool. Who wants to see me? Who wants to see the first edition of Max Stirner's book, The Ego in His Own, from Germany from 1841? I don't watch movies. I think they're a waste of time. Watch the movie if I haven't read the book. Fountainhead? Are you insane? Get the fuck out of here. Do not watch the movie if you haven't read the book. Read the book. Good lord. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What if I should ban you for that comment? Hold on, I'm gonna wipe the dust off the top. This is enthralling stuff. Show us the Fountainhead. Malice ever done DMT? What's DMT? God, this is so gross. Okay. Wow, I've been living a lie with this box. It's not just from the Fountainhead. Ugh, I'm covered in dust. Alright, let me put this back. Is this where the Rand cult meets? That's... Okay, Ego in His Own. You want to see Ego in His Own? I'll show you guys Ego in His Own. 30 seconds. Okay, so this is the first edition, first printing of Max Stirner's book, The Ego in His Own, from 1841 from Leipzig, Germany. It was, the censors pulled it, and then they said this is too crazy for anyone to believe, so they let it go. Suit supplies for plebs. Oh, Alexander Hamilton's hair, I'll show you that also. And I think there were... Kartoshka. You want potato? I don't know what that means. Here it is. You can't... There's none... Here you go. Here's the spine. Here's the spine. I just looked on Abe Books. There are none left for sale. So... I gotta make sure there's no water here. I don't want to get this wet because it'll explode or something. Okay. Just gonna wipe down the desk. This episode is really like, what do you call it? A hoarder showing off his descent into madness. Okay. I have the receipt. Okay, it was... When you say you want everything privatized, do you mean like the Federal Reserve? Everything. It means everything. Yeah, I definitely want private money. I bought this in 2007 from Juniper Books in Boulder. So, here's this. I have to be very careful with it. There's a sticker in German, which I don't know what it says, obviously. Here it is. It's this I know. It says, "For my sweetheart, Marie Danhart." I hope the camera's... I don't know. It's hard to gauge the angle. Yeah, you can see that. And then here it is, 1845. Excuse me, I got the date wrong. Smells pretty cool. I'm not sure if this copy has been read. It's got like a mold throughout it, but that's okay. Here's the font if you want to look at it. Okay. Yeah. It's in good shape too. Much better investment than gold. Okay. So those are two of the highlights of my collection. I can get up the Ayn Rand copy of the Fountainhead another time. It's buried just a bit. But I'll definitely do that for you all. What else can I show? I should just do one of these live streams when I go through my 30 pairs of denim, huh? That would be kind of fun. Do you need it? Into the bag you go. I don't know if those are the same boards it was published in. I doubt it. Malice Show and Tell Hour. Yeah. And there's Cerberus. That's the first printing, 1845. Correct. The Hamilton hair. Do you want the Hamilton hair? All my underwear's gingham. I have plenty of gingham. You should turn your books into furniture. I don't know if that would be a good idea. Tom, what should I talk? Is Tom still there, or has he actually discovered he has a life unlike me? 30 pairs of denim. Yeah. One for every day. How did you meet Matt Hughes? Oh, I'll have to do an episode if he ever gets to New York. I mean, he's the best person ever. Tom, no life. Tom, what do you want me to talk to these people about? Show us an interesting CD. I'm not giving you a pen. Why do you talk? Can you speak on why you like Italian Futurism? Oh, God, they're the best. So the Italian Futurists are the first organized art movement. They were very big on love of technology. I think if you look up Bala, the Streetlight, it's one of my favorite paintings, like top 3. They wrote these manifestos, which are fucking awesome and still hold up today. Sorry for cursing, Tom. I have a signed copy of one of Marinetti's book. He was the founder, although he was not a painter himself. I mean, they glorified war. I guess that's why the alt-right likes them. They all died young, which just shows the tragedy of glorifying war. Like, from every aspect, they're awesome. They were punks of their day. They were badasses. Yes, Master Tom, tell your sub what to talk about. So yeah. My favorite sculpture is, this is why I hate people who hate modernism, because modernism has so many different variants. My favorite sculpture is, I think it's Baccioni, Unique Forms of Continuity in Space. You know, he's trying to capture motion in a still sculpture, and he does a great job of it. So I'm not watching Death of a Nation. I mean, talk about raw denim. I need to buy a few pairs of pants. If you go to tateandyoko.com, Tate, their new line just dropped. It's amazing. Look at the wave denim. Look at the nightshade denim. If you like my show, you like nightshade denim. They have another Kasurai denim, which looks awesome. And the King of Slob is the absolute best thing ever. I agree. Yeah. Why denim? It's literally like a 10-minute story, which I'll tell when I have the denim guys on my show. And I'll give you the prequel, which is my buddy John Durant, author of the Paleo Manifesto. I remember this distinctly. I told him one day, I'm like, I would never pay a lot of money for jeans. And he's like, well, I paid X amount of dollars for this. Let's suppose 150. But I wear them every day and I beat them up and it becomes like a part of you. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I could wrap my head around that. And then after that, there was a whole long thing and blah, blah, blah. Are you the kind of guy who dry cleans denim? No. I don't know that that's a thing. I have a book on lampshades. They found a lampshade in New Orleans after Katrina that was made of human skin, and they were trying to figure out where it came from. So that is that. What else? Italian Futurist. Just read Futurist manifestos. That's it. Just done in one. I don't wash my denim, or I washed them all once to help get better fades. What else can I show you guys? There's the Redneck Manifesto on my shelf by Jim Goad. I don't think that copy is signed. What else is in arm's reach? An autograph, a signed copy of Zot. Signed copy of Black Hole. even know what this is. Oh, signed copy of Bright Lights Big City, leather bound. Signed copy of Anarchy in the Law, signed Anne Rice. I've been getting rid of my books. Would it be possible to convince you to stream you playing a video game like Total War Democracy 3? I'm not a gamer. You could convince me to stream playing Quiplash or Twitter, but I don't understand. Do you listen to podcasts? I don't listen to any. Tom, I don't even listen to yours. I'm sorry. Who do you blast into the sun, Max Boot or Krugman? Krugman won the Nobel Prize. He's contributed to our knowledge indisputably. So it's clearly Max Boot. How many lapel pins do you want? Do you want to see all the lapel pins? I'll show them to you all at once. Here they are. And now they're gone. There they go. That was the most handy I've ever been. I took apart a canvas tote bag that I got for free and used just one side of it to hold all the lapel pins. What else can I show you guys that's pretty cool? I'm pretty cool. I got cool stuff. I should have cool stuff in arm's reach. Oh, I can't show that one. That was really funny. Oh, so remember when I was on Cash Cab and I referred to Leopold and Loeb being my idols. So apparently Leopold wrote a book. And this is it. So he was the what's his name? Ross Ulbricht of his time. Do you have art in your apartment? Yes, I have in my bedroom Rossetti's let's go through what I have hanging. I have Rossetti's painting of Lilith. I have a signed Dave. This is what's hanging. A David Bowie Heroes LP that's autographed. I have the original art by H.R. Millar from something. Let me look. Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me. There's a scene where Mrs. Chalfant gives Laura a picture, which is of a doorway, and says this picture would look nice in your wall or in your room. I have that picture framed. What else? And I have this wire sculpture called The Mirror, which is like two faces, two hands, a mirror in the middle, and they're all on strings hanging from the ceiling. So as one side moves, the other does. Cool. So it's really, really cool. I actually have something that does look like a butt plug, which is a plant called Eulichnia castanea forma spiralis, which grows like that. It's really kind of cool. Red Eye memorabilia. Do you guys want to see the Red Eye stuff? I have the mug, and I have this from the last show. I got everyone to sign Tom's notes, so that was pretty cool. I was on Twin Peaks episode 3 in the dream scene. What is wrong with you? Revolution 1989 I only have as an EPUB, an ebook. Do you see news types like the Young Turks or Philip DeFranco becoming more important than the big networks? Depends what you mean by importance. I don't have any pets. I wish I did. I'm obsessed with animals. Absolutely obsessed with animals. I don't have any aquariums right now. They can't call it the butt plug plant because it doesn't exist in nature. Do you drink Monster every day? Yes, one a day. Tom, it looks like you're spamming me. Yeah. I don't know who David Irving is. Is he the Holocaust guy? I'm guessing he's the Holocaust guy. Let me look him up right now. It looks like he's... Oh, yeah, Holocaust guy. Okay. So, Make Tom a mod. How? What would that accomplish? I don't understand. Okay, I'll make him a mod. Hold on. Add moderator. Tom Woods is now a moderator. Okay, Tom. Wait, does that mean he can like delete my videos and go in there and stuff? Can we ever expect you to interview Matt Hughes? And you're welcome. I hope so. If he ever gets to New York, me and him are still on great terms. Talk. Yes, it's really Tom. I'm not ready for this responsibility. Okay. So put user in timeout. Remove moderator. Okay, done. I read 3 of Soul's books. I think he's excellent. How tall are you? 4'11". Okay, I'll add you back as moderator. Hold. I do not pay attention to Romanian politics. Okay, hold on. Tom will be a moderator. Add moderator. Great. Tom is a moderator. I'm not giving you a pan in the room because this is my office, and it's like, you know, on sitcoms where people put everything in the closet and then close the door and everything's shaking because there's so much space. This room is a disgusting mess. It's full of my own sick. Yeah. Do you own any children's literature? I do. I own every book I've ever read. Another low carb monster for you. Well, thank you. That is very nice. It's not a high and tight. It's got a V in the back. You've made a cop. What is W? That's one of those acronyms I can never. Oh, way to go. Okay, got it. That's one of those acronyms I never remember. Oh, they're asking Tom questions on my chat. Tom, I can't win with you even when you're on my chat. This is like the debate. I'm screwed. What other stories can I tell that are kind of interesting? I don't know who Eugene Fields is. Shaking my head. Oh, I'll tell you a story. Good, Tom. Tom, you're supposed to say my thoughts on what happened in Armenia in April. I have no. First, I'm hearing of this. Tom, you're not being detained, Tom. David Cole, Billy Corgan, I've reached out to. Jim Goat has an open invite. Let me see who David Cole is. Journalist. ACLU. Oh, okay. That's okay. As a young man. Okay. Not Corrigan. How often do you get to have conversations in other languages you speak? So let me talk about what languages I speak and my level of proficiency in them. I've completely forgotten Hebrew except for a few phrases. I can't read it at all anymore. French, poorly. And I can read it poorly. But I can certainly get by. Russian, I read very, very slowly because I only learned to read as an adult. I can speak it perfectly fine. I have a thick accent. So English I speak fairly often. Russian I don't speak that often, but I hear it all the time on the goddamn subway. So yeah. Do you go back to Russia on holiday? No. I should get a Mosh on. I'm not selling the Fountainhead. I should get a Mosh on. He started following me on Twitter, something which has gotten me what do you call it? Made me feel dubious. Because I don't know about how I feel about the, the state following me on Twitter. Do you think Sam Hyde is funny? Oh, absolutely. I interviewed him for The Observer. We had a good conversation. What are you and Tom's disagreement? Which one of us has less of a life? We each say the other. I'll tell you about dogs. I've got a great story about dogs. Give me 30 seconds, I'll get the book. So when I was a kid, first or second grade, my dad bought me this book. And I even know which Barnes & Noble he got it from. It was the one by Rockefeller Center. And it was $10.95 at the time, which is a lot of money for a book for a kid. And we didn't have a lot of money. Although by then he was working for Merrill Lynch, so he was doing okay. I went through this book as a kid. This is the exact copy. And I marked off... Wow, it's kind of poignant seeing it. Wait, no. This is not the exact copy. Nope, this is not the copy. One of the other problems with my family is that they have an issue with throwing things out that belong to you. So what I had done with my copy is I had gone through and marked off each breed of dog which I would want to have in a pack when I grew up. And those markings are now gone to history because apparently I can't be allowed to have anything. But this is the actual book. I bought it again as an adult. So yeah. I'm obsessed with dogs. These are the dogs I would have in order. Probably not in order, but whatever. Number 1 is Valhund. Number 2, I'd get a German Shepherd. I like pugs. I like French bulldogs, how they look better than pugs, but pugs are smarter, and I adore them. So Valhund, German Shepherd, pug. What else do I like? I love Borzois, although they're kind of annoying. That might be the list for what others do I really like that are I love what do you call those monkey face dogs? Not the monkey face dog, the one that was in that Ben Stiller movie. How am I blanking on this? So I don't remember what it's called. They look like Chewbacca if you breed them a certain way. So if you groom them a certain way, excuse me. So those are the ones I would get. Love British bulldogs too. It's not this. It's what's it called? I love those. I wouldn't get one because I don't. I hate it when dogs have a lot of hair on their face because you can't really watch them make expressions. Love collies, but I think they're bad as pets from my understanding. Love border collies. Brussels Griffin. Thank you, Simon. That's the one I would get also. Amorosa. So I don't. What dogs don't I like? I've grown. Dachshunds have grown on me a lot, but they're kind of yappy, and that's annoying. It also annoys me that the Valhund, which is my number 1 breed, is apparently yappy. I don't like Weimaraners because of their flat affect. That bothers me. Not a fan of Chihuahuas, correct. Although I think it's different if your friend has a Chihuahua than if a stranger does. Pugs are so cute, and all they want to do, they're so silly. One of my favorite Judge Judy moments was when someone was suing somebody else for having been bitten by a dog. And she goes, "What kind of dog was it?" And they go, "It was a pug." She goes, "A pug? They're like clowns!" Like she was offended. It was Irish Wolfhounds. Oh my God, they're amazing. I've only seen a couple in person. They're so. That's the other thing. It's when people are scared of dogs. I've never been even as a kid, if people are nervous around dogs, I've never been scared of the big dogs because the big dogs are actually much less. I mean. First of all, you're going to have to socialize them because otherwise things get really bad really fast. But they're always with kids too, so good with kids. And, they don't need to get all insecure and aggressive. So, yeah. Oh, my God. I wish an Irish Wolfhound. Oh, they're gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. And they're so smart too. Little ponies. My buddy had I would definitely get an Irish Wolfhound over a Great Dane. Yeah. Oh, that's. There's that famous Irish Wolfhound story about a guy, some king came to his, where the baby was sleeping and the baby was dead, and he saw the Irish Wolfhound with blood in its head, and this is his loyal companion, and then he killed the dog, and then he looked under the crib and he saw the wolves that the dog had killed, and he's like, oh shit, and then he was depressed for the rest of his life. I love pit bulls. I love pit bulls. I'm giving you $6.95 as that is the price of Winkin', Blinkin', or Nod on Eugene Field by Amazon. What is that? I'm going to look up what that book is. I've never heard of it before. I would download it. Oh, okay. I know that poem, of course. Wait. This is an updating of the other poem? Yeah. Okay, I know that poem. Of course I know it. It's very famous. How do me make an Ann Coulter Michael Malice baby to save the future? How is Babby formed? I do love boxers. They're so goofy, and those underbites. Levitt, I'm all for any kind of bulldog. I love all bulldogs. Would you do a show with Justin Ramondo if it couldn't be done? I've asked him already. His health's not doing so good. I love Justin. He's so irascible, if that's how it's pronounced. He's gone after me. He's gone after everybody, but like you have to appreciate he's coming from a place of truth. What's the first troll on Twitter you did that someone fell for it and made you happy? I don't remember. I can't even think of one at all. Tom Woods is not answering your stupid questions, jackass. This is my show. You're my house now. You're my computer. Safety used to... I know how you pronounce his name, but he used to be on troll board, so I know who he is. What is the worst dog? What breed do I actually hate? I was going to say Yorkies, but they can be mixed. I have friends who have Yorkies, and they're fine. What is the worst... What kind of dogs do I just not like? Is it a... It's no, my friend... I was going to say Weimaraner. My friends have a Weimaraner. I'm such a dog lover. I can't think of any breeds I hate. It would have to be something that doesn't stop barking and is annoying. It's really hard for me to not like a dog. It's really, really hard. Oh, you know, I'll say what's overrated. What's overrated are those... what are those Japanese ones that look like a fox? Because they're not friendly. They're like, have a cat personality. It's like, what are you doing? Or a Japanese chin, they also have cat personalities. And they don't have affect. I don't like those that much at all. They look cool. But even so, I still think they're awesome. Akitas are amazing. Oh, I've played with an Akita once. They're amazing. No, not the Akita. I'm talking to the ones that look like foxes, the Shibas. Yeah. They're not fun. Okay. Chows? Yeah, but chows don't... Yeah, I think chows are... Yeah, it's like... The Egyptian-looking dog is a pharaoh hound, I think it's called. God damn it, I can't believe they threw out my book. This makes me sad. Scintillating stuff. I'm gonna be on Kennedy on Monday. Oh, we just taped Netocrat. I don't know what that means. I taped an extra episode. So what we're doing is Compound Media is away the last week in August. So I'm taping 4 extra shows, and the shows are going to be, each episode is going to be about a certain segment that I do normally. We'll do an episode length on it. So it's not weird that I'm doing a nightly wrap-up show, but when I'm off. So the first one we taped, which was Thursday, excuse me, was a book about, what do you call it? Episode about God's mistakes. So it's just all these great, great animals that I'm sure you've never heard of. Not like these people who have this like, oh, this is a really freaky bird. It's called a toucan. Like those things are like weird animals where they're like the most praying mantis. Like, no. Give me shit I've never heard of before. And I'm delivering it because these are all things that don't have Latin names. How the fuck did you become this eclectic without the millions typically required to birth such qualities? I don't understand what that means. I don't think eclecticism costs money unless you're saying that's a genetic question. I don't know. Yeah, Jack Russells. I like how energetic they are. I've never heard of Tirzu. You know, I was looking at cat breeds, but they're all like the same. They're all cats. The best cat. It's funny when people are like, you should go on this podcast. It's like, how am I supposed to go? Like, hey Jim, like put me on the show. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's love beagles. Oh, love beagles. And I love those big veiny ears they have. It's really weird. I know what a pink fairy armadillo is, fucker. This is what I'm talking about. These are things that people think are weird or they're not weird. You can't keep them in captivity. I was just looking at them this week. I've never pet a hairless cat. My understanding is that they feel like velvet. Can you interview Rogan or is he too big? Yeah, Rogan's not going to get on my show. He's not going to be in New York, I'm sure. Yeah, Rogan has better things to do. What's bad about collies? My understanding is they're not... I mean, I'm a New Yorker. But my understanding is that they're kind of aloof. And they're nasty. Miniature pinchers, those min pins. Oh, they're silly. But they're so dumb. You just got blocked. I'm blocking you. hide using this channel. Sorry, you're gonna talk shit in my zoology knowledge? You're done. Ball pythons are the most 101 basic kind of snakes. If I'm gonna get a snake, it would probably be a tentacled water snake. Excuse me, if I get a snake, it's gonna be a tentacled water snake, or those iridescent ones, rainbow boa. Not the rainbow boas. I forgot what they're called. Yeah, exactly. Here's a bizarre animal, the platypus. Have you heard of this? It's got a bill like a duck, and it's got a venom gland on the back foot. Axolotls are they're not. They're just neotenous. Basic snake, yes. How are your abs? They're good. I'm getting the indentation underneath the abs, which is really exciting. It's not a rainbow. I'll tell you exactly what it's called. Hold on, so you can look it up yourself. It is called a sunbeam snake. Sunbeam snake. Not the Adonis belt. It's just best book on Hamilton is without question Chernow, which is also written very, very, very well. Show us your abs in solidarity to Gavin. I'm not doing that. Milo asked me that too. I'm like, what? Are all snakes basic? They don't have appendages anymore. It's not true. Tentacled water snake has 2 tentacles, and they're not sure where they have them, but they use them to hunt for fish. Do you love Dostoevsky? Hell no. Watch Michael Malice. Well, guys, I've been home all week. Favorite cocktails, the aviation. I've been home all week, sick, watching Fool Us and Impractical Jokers and being on Twitter and reading this dopey book. So, yeah, I mean, there's not that much for me to talk about. Then I do my show, which I get all my talking done then. So I don't really know. I don't really know what else you guys want from me to other than show you things. What else can I show you that's cool? Signed John Derbyshire book. I found those old books are boring. I find them really, really boring, like those old writers. What's this? Yeah. Oh, the Hamilton hair? You want the Hamilton hair? If you get HBO, you should watch Barry. It's good. What is Barry? Let me look that up right now. Okay, this looks promising. It's got good reviews. I have to download an episode of Dallas too. Have you ripped all your CDs to MP3s? I have. What's that book in the background called, Dear Reader? It's total shit. TSOIAF. I don't know. CD row 3, number 8. There's nothing to understand with the haircut. It just cuts to a point. There, you can see right there. If you do go on a book tour when your book comes out, you have Boba fill on a Nightshade when you're away. I don't get him. Show us the Hamilton hair pie. Okay, I'm going to get the Hamilton hair. 1 second. Here you go. Alexander Hamilton's hair per request. It's right in there. I got it on eBay many years ago, probably like 20. It has provenance. You're awful at showing stuff to a camera. Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. I am not good at showing stuff to a camera. I've never done it before. Please be gentle. It's my first time. Explain the ending of Twin Peaks: The Return. Oh, that's a good one. So, I had Sam and Jim. Kyle MacLachlan was on the episode after me, and I'm like, oh my god, Kyle MacLachlan's gonna be here. And I got Jim to ask Kyle MacLachlan what I thought. Sam, excuse me, to ask what I thought was the question of the finale, which is the theory was no matter what roles they have, no matter where they go, Cheryl Lee and Kyle MacLachlan will always be Agent Cooper and Laura Palmer, you know? And he's like, oh, that's a good theory, because obviously the actor's not going to have any insight either. So that was my theory of what that ending meant. I suddenly want coffee and donuts. You need to hold things over your face. Yeah, I am pretty ugly. Do you have a portrait of Hamilton? I don't. I just have a tattoo of him all over my back, kind of like Roger Stone. Are you sure it's his hair? Yes. What's the funny? Gavin is so funny. Gavin is so funny. The funniest thing might be when he clowned that. I mean, I was just gonna say clown that feminist. There's at least many times. Can you please tell us a story of you being mean in a dinner party? I don't like old. I'm not that mean in a party. I can't think of one example off the top of my head. I keep the meanness in check, and now it's at a point where I'm like a public figure. So if I'm being mean, it's like, oh, you. It's like a Don Rickles thing. No, there's two times. Tamara Holder, and also when he had that girl on his show that was in black and white, Free Speech with Gavin McInnes. So she was on there also, which was also, he just blew her out of the water. What's your favorite lesson from Max Stirner? I don't know that I have one in particular. He's not very coherent, let's say. I'm a very mean drunk. Low carb if you can talk about Søren Kierkegaard. I have one either or, and I didn't make heads or tails of it. It could have been translation. I hate works that are obscure on purpose or unintentionally. It's just it doesn't do it for me. Not a Kierkegaard fan at all. Yeah. God, this has been an hour already? Good lord. Oh, that Kennedy moment. Oh, yeah. Favorite dessert would have to be... My favorite food is pink bubblegum ice cream. My favorite dessert would probably be key lime pie. Adore it. How often do you drink alcohol? Almost never. You've mentioned hating WASP before. It's at the P part. No, it's the Puritanism and the culture and the. I mean, they're the original progressives. They're not good. Favorite Scandinavians. Well, the best record label, Labrador Records, is from Sweden. So there's so much great music coming out of Sweden and has been for a very long time. Adore it. Yeah. Oof. I hope none of you are sick. I am really aware of the closest pink bubblegum. I would be eating it every day. Most overrated museum. It's a good question. They're all pretty awesome. I think the New York Aquarium has gone to shit. I don't know if that counts. I've not been to the museum. Hey, Lisa. I've tried to interview Alex Jones for my book, and he wasn't having it because of all the drama going around with him. So that's I don't blame him. Yeah. What does your training? No, I don't do. It's complicated. Thoughts on Larry Sharpe? Why does everyone have a boner for Larry Sharpe all of a sudden? I've not pulled back on the bans. I have nothing against Larry or for him. I've never seen a libertarian politician get so much attention and whatever. So it's man's right. Have you ever met Hans Hermann Hoppe? Who's that? Never heard of him. This has been my life this week, people. This is the life of Shingles. It's not been a fun week. Although it's fun watching the rash get smaller every day. So that I've been enjoying that. What else can I show you, dopes? What am I thinking of? Oh, I should show you. What's the best concert you've been to the last year? Best ever. Watching Bret Michaels perform while sitting on the stage was amazing, amazing. What are the concerts I've been to that were just absolutely, I like most concerts are pretty bad, because it's crowded and it's annoying. Like the worst concert I've ever been to was Broadcast, and then she died a few years after that, and I had no regrets because I was like, ugh. What's been the best concert? I can't think of an amazing one. Oh, seeing the Go-Go's reunited and sitting up close, that was really good. Will you ever go on a concert cruise? No. Did you meet Doug? I've met Doug French. I've never met Deanna Forbush. Not a Kiss fan. Not a Rush fan. What current artists do you listen to, if any? You probably haven't heard of them. I talk about Alex Jones's favorite conspiracy theory in the next book. Favorite boy band? I don't think I know any that I like. Have you missed? Okay. Let me see. There's got to be something else I could show you, cool people. Oh, there's some original comic book art behind me. Do you like Throb and Gristle? I hated the movie with the Ballad of Lady J and whatever Genesis. I do have one of their songs. The new book about the new rights apparently coming out in May. God forbid they tell me. Hold on. Factory Records, of course, is amazing. And of course, I'm on Ayn Rand's team, not Roth. If you have to pick between Rand and Rothbard, it's Rand. I don't have a copy of Human Action. I've never read it. I don't know where this chair's from. My buddy Simon gave it to me after the old chair was all falling apart. I love Peter Bagg. Love him. Dan Klaus. Hold on. There's one. Wait. Nope, that's Charles Burns. Hey, Tom. What do you think of the cover of your book? I picked it. Brad Thor blocked me on Twitter because he's a little bitch. And I would be glad to tell him this to his face. It's not the signed first edition. It's her copy. Everyone shut up, Trump's time to speak. It's not like you could talk over him. This is a chat. I do not like classical music at all. I'm not looking up shit. Don't tell me what to look up. Tom, what's your question? Have you read much economics? I know you prefer other subjects. No, I have not. Absolutely not. And I think that, as Tom, I'm sure you'll agree, that the economic argument has been won thoroughly, and the fact that still people are not for it means that it's the economic argument's not what's going to do it. I don't write notations in my book. What I do with my books is, at the back, like here. Here's John McWhorter's Losing the Race, right? I read this a lot for my book, although I don't end up quoting it. And here's this. I'll just write notes in the back cover of, or the back page of what I want to mark off for future reference. Wait, you can't see it. Oh. Whew. I've not read Das Kapital. Who is that white black guy? I don't know. And another reason I like the Futurists is because they're basically like everything old sucks, and I really am very much of that mindset. If only because of the pacing is so bad in contemporary times. Tom Woods is not answering your. Oh, that's nasty. You be nice. You be nice to Tom. He's good people. Who is your celebrity crush? Parker Posey. Or she was. I think she's kind of hit the wall. Why did Brad Thor block you on Twitter? I forgot. I threw it. I can figure out now. I tweeted something at him he didn't like. It was... I'm assuming his handle's Brad Thor. Oh, there was a GIF he put up of some black person being, like, mumbling. And I and he wrote, Obama's talking. And I wrote, stay classy, and he blocked me. This was in 2016. I'll retweet it right now. Just did that. What is your question? I don't even see what you're spamming me with. I didn't get shingles on the subway, Amber. And where's my Diet Coke? What, if anything, surprised you about Joe Rogan when you met? That's a great question. I can't think of anything. Oof. Oh, I hope he runs against Trump. Fuck it. Dr. Pepper is my drink of choice. As a kid, finding it in a store was so cool. I gotta tell you, this is a lot better than sitting around looking at friendly goat videos on YouTube. What do you think of Cody Wilson? He's been on my show. The lyrics. What made you choose that theme song? The lyrics, obviously. Come on. Seriously. Is there someone you've had a change of heart about recently? Yes, Dennis Rodman. Totally did a 180 on him. Do you like 4chan? I don't know what that is. It is. I can't drink Dr. Pepper because it's got sugar in it. Monster has low sugar, and it makes me happy. What do you think of Wild Bill Cody? I don't have a... How does Thaddeus Russell smell? With his nose. Do you dislike it when people ask how tall you are? No. Are you in the cool guy zone? Sure. Did your shingles also give you diabetes? Favorite modern author? Do you mean modernist or contemporary? And I don't have a good answer for either of them. I'm not a Lynch fan in general. Doing any Fox on Monday? Yes, Kennedy, I said. One person we should follow on Twitter. Besides Tom, besides me. Is Drill an obvious answer? Red Steez, Kurt Schlichter are great follows. Michael Tracy is a great follow. I think those are the big ones. Red Bull, no. Sheldon, you're not funny. Will my mom and dad get back together again? No. Because you're so unattractive. Would you have Jay Dyer as a You're Welcome guest? Would you learn how to spell the name of my show correctly? How did communism impact people's everyday interactions, behavior, attitudes in Russia? It didn't. It had no effect. What's Drill? Goggle it. Will you hit up Yaron Brook? He wants to talk. Prove it. He has my contact info. I've seen no evidence that he wants to talk. What don't you like? I thought Rodman was making excuses for Kim Jong-un, and then I saw him on CNN, or I saw clips of it, and he seems to really want to try to do right with this whole situation. Have you read Don DeLillo? No, I've not. Would it be accurate to refer you as the Godfather? Yes. Polska dzień dobry. Amerika jest głupie. Tak, Mikhail? Na zdrowie. I don't know what the second sentence means. Oh, is it freezing? Shoot, I think I'm freezing. Okay, I'm back. My favorite color is ice blue, because I don't know if there's ever reasons to like colors. Okay, I'm going to bounce, because I can't... I guess there's not really any more questions. Do you like Marvel Comics? No. Ugh. Never froze here. Okay, I'm going to bounce. I hope this was fun for you. These are quality questions. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'll do this soon. Oh, Lisa, you're gonna be on the panel with me? I don't know how to get in touch with Malik Obama. You know, so I'm gonna save the clip. I'm not funny. I have so many uses for it. Cool story, bro. Good luck with the shingles. Thank you. Keep creating. Oh man, I just got here. Bye, Amber. Thanks for fixing your user pick. This is much better. I heard you talk about holes in Ayn Rand's philosophy. Can you do a live stream, pretty please? You don't want to see Tom on a live stream. He's. Why do I even put in? Can you get Aretha Franklin in the show? Don't you mean Patti LaBelle? Yeah, I'm feeling much better, and I'm in a good place health-wise, and I have to do laundry tomorrow, which is going to be really exciting. I will see you all soon. Describe your highest future Patreon reward level. I don't know what that would be. What? I don't understand these questions, some of them. If this is fun for you guys, it's fun for me too, ish. Oh, Megan, you're so nice. That is very nice. I will see you all soon, I guess. People like me doing these, I'll do them. Why not? And your favorite Lich is going to be back at full health, hopefully in a couple of days.